We are live. We are live, everybody. Welcome. I guess me just be starting out right now. Um, I'm a little late. I went to a book sale thing for Johnson County, Kansas Public Library. I got two records, bunch of CDs, well, 5, 6 CDs, and a big Elvis book. So, this is our show today. Gone but not forgotten. This is Cowboy Kappas, Patsy Cline, and Hawkshaw Hawkins. This is from Starday Records. Um, nice. Um, looks pretty cool. This is from the, I'm assuming, 1960s, I believe. RIP to both, all three of them. I'll put that down here. And randomly, the masters for those special people, featuring "Feeling That I Feel." Never heard of that song? Well, it's autographed, an autographed copy for $1. I'm thinking it's gospel, which I do not mind. I like a bit of gospel. And it's on TM4 Records. Nice. I'm thinking independent label, or it could be like um the Foggy River Boys. Highly recommend if you have listened to the Foggy River Boys. This is a nice. Let me get this one out. Tag. He don't. Here we go. It is. Been there for a while. I decided to finally get it. The Elvis 100 Greatest Hits vocal book. So like a ton of lyrics. It's a big book of lyrics. I got love. I got lucky. You know his peak when I got lucky. I got lucky. Guess I got lucky. Yes, I got lucky. That was a few good ones on here. All of Elvis' songs are good though, so we don't have to worry. There's a man in New Orleans. He's a guitar man with a great big silver. He's down at I know, dude. It's from one of his movies. I can't remember which movie, but it was released as a compilation back in '71. I think it was '71. But this is a big old. I think this book is from the late '80s. This is a nice 1989. Let me get out the other book, Kansas Trivia, but I have to get out the CDs I got here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6. I should go some Kid Yahoo. I have not seen the movie, unfortunately, which is sad. I should actually watch it. I've requested it from the library many a time, but I did not get it. The best of Van Morrison. I have actually not listened to Van Morrison yet. I think he's had a few good ones. I don't know. But, these are all 25 cents. So, Everything, Cough, Cough, EP. This is for promotional use only. When is this from? 2012, 2013. Interesting. Some new music in there. I think I already had this, but I don't know. Chicago 19. Okay, I like Chicago 19. I think it's not too bad. Could have been worse, honestly. How's it going on there? Kaiser Chiefs. Everything I love about every day I love you less and less. With another number. The Flaming Lips. Yushimi battles the Pink Robots. It's in Japanese as well. 02. Franz Ferdinand, Darts of Pleasure. from 03. It's like an EP here. Not too bad. Get back in there. Sorry for being a bit late. Let me get this. We got something to talk about. I'm on a show actually. I've been on Discogs, not Discord, Discogs for a while, looking at different pressings of albums I like, and randomly when you find like big artists like let's just say the Beach Boys, and you find an album, just say Wild Honey, if you look on their countries, you can find a whole bunch, like randomly if you wanted to, you could find a see here. You can find one from Uruguay. Now looks pretty normal, I'd say. Nice capital. Usual, the usual stuff for that era. But what made me laugh out loud was their pressing of Pet Sounds, which we've all seen the Pet Sounds label or photo of them at the San Diego Zoo. I'm pretty sure, maybe in the LA Zoo. Never been over there, but in Uruguay, I'm gonna share my screen real quick. The season is 9. I'm gonna share my screen of this. Fuck. Yeah. Somebody goof up with the label here. Um, that is not what it's supposed to look like. They just used the Some Nights label, which I do not mind, but it's very funny. And you got, the usual track, all the same tracks as in the US. Same capital, but this time it's in Spanish. Nothing wrong with that, but, it's random. I think it's very random. It's like if they use something different for, like, imagine if they use something different for, think if the Beatles used something different. I'm not tying, like, if it was an American Beatles album, which would have been, okay, that makes some sense. Like, Beatles for Sale, trying to find a random cover that was technically different. The one in Australia was different just because there was a law saying they couldn't have something. Can't remember what the law was, but they had to use photos from there. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but they used this, which I don't mind. It has them live in Sydney, I'm pretty sure, but it has a nice looking cover, and I do not blame them for having that cover. Looks not too bad. I could listen to an album like that. Nice. It's a usual Parlophone Beatles for Sale. All that's different is the photo, which I don't mind. Question mark. I think it's fine. It's like if you it's not like in the US where it was like this is not being released because EMI Capital didn't want to. So they just had their own albums to release. It's fine for the era. Ghost Story. That's Costa Rica's looks same as I'm currently on Discogs looking at Beatles for Sale, different pressings, because today's post was actually about different pressings I found very interesting. Like randomly a Pink Floyd from East Germany. Literally Pink Floyd from East Germany. That's which is very surprising because back during the Cold War it couldn't really be, I don't think that would have been plausible, but they found a way. They found a way. It's I don't know if what they were doing was illegal at the time. but they did it, and that actually worked. Well, let me show you evidence, because if it says Germany, it's going to be West Germany, but if it says GDR, it's going to be East Germany. And I can show you, try to scroll down and find it. There's a ton of pressings of Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, let's see, 1980. Let me share my screen here. So it's my East German Dark Side of the Moon cover with record will look like. And this is from 1980. Surprisingly, they let it in East Germany. Which doesn't look too bad for a 1980 official. It was officially in East Germany. I don't know how they managed it. EMI is working on something. Or they might be partnering with something else. But it actually looks pretty interesting. Yeah, well, that's actually straight up neat that they did that. It's like if what other country would have done that? I know that Yugoslavia. The thing about Yugoslavia, if you're going to ask, anyone's going to ask, Yugoslavia was very lenient with Western artists for a time, and back in the '80s, it was very lenient. So the Beatles were out there in Yugoslavia. Like, if it was, the Beach Boys were in Yugoslavia too back in the '60s. If in terms of releases, they didn't tour Yugoslavia. The Beach Boys toured Czechoslovakia for a while in '68, but you look at Beach Boy. Let's see here, Yugoslavia. That's gonna be pretty interesting. So let's see here, country. No, that was Yugoslavia. What? Kosher. He always comes back. Always comes back to kosher. Usually most of the time Belize, so not Belize. Um, it was Bolivia. Random. Fine for Bolivia, but we're going to find another Beach Boys album that could plausibly, wait a minute, Holland. Holland. No. Wait a minute. Yes. Hi, welcome, Yankee. I was just looking at Discogs, looking at different, unusual pressings of stuff that might seem a bit different. Like, let's get back to that image I found under Pet Sounds. You're gonna go Pet Sounds. You're gonna look under Uruguay. They had Pet Sounds in Yugoslavia. Oh my goodness, they did. They did. I knew this day would happen. They had. Oh, congrats. Actually, I'll show you this. It is Yugoslav, and it was on Yugoton, because Jugo will be pronounced Yugo. But there it is. Yugoslavian. Why is it the red and okay? This is 75. That was not. Let me see. Look, it says Yugoton, and this was printed in the UK. So let's find a different, unusual. Most like I found a Czechoslovakian one of the police, which was pretty interesting because at the time, you know, I didn't think Czechoslovakia would actually release Western music, but they did. They did. That's actually pretty mind-boggling. But back in the '80s, it was more lenient, kinda. I'm not a big expert in that portion of history. Wait a minute. Zimbabwe? Regatta de Blanc? That's just interesting. Yugoslavia, too. Oh, goodness. Well, let me show you a picture of Yugoslav Regatta de Blanc. It's French because French. Um, it looks like this. It may be a bit blurry. The image is, but I will. Here is an image. Um, that's from Yugoslavia apparently. Um, there you go. Let me try to find one from Czechoslovakia, which would have not been that really under sea. Let me try to find any other interesting country. Bolivia. Um, Brazil makes sense. Canada. Let's see. I don't think I found a Czechoslovakia. Oh well. I don't think there is any USSR president. Why look that up? A lot of ones in Russia were um unofficial. And same with ones in like Bulgaria and probably Romania for a while. Because back in during the Cold War it was a bit interesting because well you couldn't really do that over in the East. Actually, they did have this is how they got popular music in the Soviet Union, by the way. This is how they did it. They would record onto X-ray material because it was cheap and available. So what they did was they made it onto 6-7 6-7 USSR. Hey yo, wait a minute. Soviet 6-7. Oh, that would be Thailand. Oh my god, we gotta find Czechoslovakia. Portugal? No. I did not mean to mispronounce it on Portugal. No. Portugal. Yo, wait a minute. Did not expect to see this. Um, yo, he actually is. These things that here is a East Germany. The police. Um, Ghost in the Machine. That is actually very interesting. It's East Germany was communist Germany, by the way, if you did not know. Communist Germany, and then you have capitalist Germany, which was Cold War era, and there you go. Unbelievable the way they had a promo there. And how did they do it? Yes, beats me. Well, I do not know how they did it, but somebody was able to go into East Germany and say, this is allowed now." Don't know how, but they pulled it off. Czechoslovakia. Just straight Czechoslovakia. Um, it's like I'm gonna show you that actual image from Czechoslovakia. There you go. Surprisingly, I don't know how they did this, but they did. Probably was more lenient in the '80s. I would not know. I was not around in the '80s, but it doesn't look too bad. Most looks the same. Maybe there's a bit of Czech, and that's it. You know how to speak Czech. I don't. You know, I tried to learn a bit of it on Duolingo. Um, um, try to find an interesting. What's a band that I could actually try to see? Um, that would be interesting. Oh yeah, I found one. Stew. Oh, I got one under my sleeve. He's a bit of a. He's a bit obscure, very obscure. Yeah, he's going to be so. He's technically not obscure, but I might be fibbing. He's very well known. Oh, I gotta find one that's actually interesting. So not even though Japan is very. Oh wait, I bet it. Peru. Okay. Hi, H, welcome. You want to see I should do an Al Jardine. I should do an Al Jardine one. I'm gonna go back to the Beach Boys. I'm on Discogs, trying to find different countries, like actual different countries, and see if there's any difference. And see if there's actually no difference. I don't know. Well, we're gonna find them today. I don't know how, but we were going for like tears in the morning. Oh, I own the correct label. Let's see. Let's try to find one. Oh, I'm gonna find one today. You even each. Let's see. Um, I have a French Elvis pressing from after he died, which I think is interesting. So some at some point, I gotta. What if they just? I don't know where they did it, but let's try to find a. Wait a minute. How many versions of rock and roll music exist? How many versions? Argentina. Um, the fact. Might find another. Might try to find one that would be actually interesting for the Beatles. Wait a minute. Oh, here's actually one that I have. Excuse me. Let me get it on footage. Here's Sumahama. Sumahama. Beetle. That is the British pressing. I actually have it. So I could go immediately run to my box and get it. Wait here. I could get it in person, which I'm going to do. So, see you then. There's a lover sleeping. Oh, Japan. Where they walk along the sand, hand in hand in Sumahama. We have it. We have it here. Sumahama. Now I'm gonna take it out the right way. Sumahama. Sumahama. This is a British um promo. Shows promo. Sumahama. This is British in person. Promotional copy not for sale with Angel Come Home, which is also from the same album, LA Light album. Here it is. Angel Come Home. Oh, I also have another one. It's a US pressing. It's a bit more unique. Gotta put this back in. British. And got another one here. Another one. Uh, yeah. Probably a bit more rarer. Do it again. Promo record. Not for sale. Still says it says save tunes on there if you look at a teeny bit in there. Closer to it, like where's the camera? Right here. See the tunes right there. And it does say Brian Wilson, Mike Love. Not for sale. A Beach Boys promotion, a summer single with "Wake the World" on the back. Promotional record. I think I got this either for my birthday or for Christmas. I can't remember. But "Wake the World."
Right, you want me to make you a pizza?
Sure. Yeah, do it again right here. It's actually very interesting. I'll put this back in. Now let's look at some more foreign copies. And I put these. I'll put them back eventually. I'll put them right over here. Right under where the camera is. So let's find a different. Let's look under Brian Wilson. See what we can find for Brian Wilson. Any foreign. Getting hungry. It's getting hungry. Finland. Finland. Yeah, straight up Finland. Hey, Wills, welcome. We got. I'm showing what I did on like earlier. Here is Sumahama. It's a British one. Finland, and then we have Ireland. What here's Ireland. B-side, Devoted to You, Rivals and Mike Love. But look at that. Back when we was fab. Fab do 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 do. A long time ago when we was fab. There was a Irish misprint when he was fab. I don't know how, but if you look at here, when we was fab, they say when he was fab. So, are you saying there was a time only when George was fab? Probably, I don't know. But no, when he was fab. Um, very unusual for Thank you, Ireland, for producing that. It's very interesting. Um, let's see here. What's a different one that? Oh, I have no one. Napoleon. I think I showed this one in the post today. I might have not. Um, wait a dang minute. Let me find this. Let's see. Hey, yo, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I did feature this one today. Let me share my screen. It's the Lebanese. Pressing up, they're coming to take me away. Haha. Randomly, I didn't know it was from Lebanon, but I was looking through there. It said Lebanon. Um, bro, okay, you can post the link. I'll try to see. Oh, I'll show images. Um, Norway. No, Norway. Um, wait, no, dang. Um, when did they release this? They're going to take me away, haha. Photogenic, schizophrenic you. That was it. I didn't know I was a single. What do you think of? His collection is private. Um, the collection is private. You have to set it unprivate. You have to. But let's see. Jerry Samuels, genius. Um, let's see here. It's it's a boy. No, I don't know if his most latest is actually good, but and we was fab. Do, 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 do. A long time ago when we was fab. Um, let's find a random Beach Boys Love You pressing, and this might be a bit more, probably a bit more niche. So let's find one that most probably wouldn't know. Greece, no Greece, the the place, Greece, Taiwan, Extreme Taiwan, unofficial. That's actually very interesting. But he's a long time ago when he was fab. Oh yeah, fab. But check it again. Still I'll go to your profile. Um, yeah, I did not actually go through. I've gone through. I don't know if there's any difference between like a Jacksonville, Illinois, or Indiana pressing, and Scranton, Pennsylvania. Because they all know the difference. But you don't know. There'll always be a small world pressing. You don't know. Always could happen. It's like surf's up. Who knows? With surf's up, you could probably find the freaking next oh wait, if you look under the Beatles, you're gonna get a ton for the Beatles. Different countries, different many things. Just alone, um, Sgt. Pepper says over 1,000 pressings. Well, let's go see if we can find one from a country you probably didn't think of. Let's see if we can find one from a very very random place. Australia is not a random place, but there's tons. Okay, Bolivia, I can see that. Bolivia, they're always doing something. Bulgaria, okay, I can see Bulgaria. Canada, um, give me something interesting. Give me something interesting. Dominican Republic. Okay. So it's the Dominican Republic. I think this is share screenable. There it is. It's a pink EMI. I can't read Spanish at all, but it does say Rep Dominicana, which means Dominican Republic. That looks pretty interesting. Um, not too shabby. Thank you, EMI and Odeon. Not too bad, not too bad. We'll try to find a different one, a different country this time. Which I've got to wait for this thing to load. These are over 1,300 versions. Okay, that makes sense. So let's go with a different route. Oh, Yugoslavia. Got this. We only got tons of U.S. presence, so we're just going to avoid the U.S. and the U.K. for now. Just avoid it. Yes, just avoid Uruguay. We're going to avoid. What the? Um. No. No, I found something cursed. What did they do? Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart. They had a Buddy Holly image instead. Of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band, you get Buddy Holly instead. You don't know why I take that. Unusual and rumored to 10 copies exist. That's just odd. 10 copies are known to exist? Just straight up to Ukraine. And United UAE got some too. They're unexpected. You know, of course, the UK got many. Let's just avoid the UK. We got a few Turkish pressings. We got a few Taiwanese. Syria. We got Switzerland, Sweden. We got your usual Spain. Spain got a lot. South Korea. South Africa. Singapore got a few. Russia got many. I'm trying to find one that's actually very interesting. And a country you probably wouldn't expect. Well, obviously I would expect. So, Japan got many. Italy, yeah. Israel, Iran. Okay, that's actually interesting. Back, pre, revolution in, I can see pre-revolution in Iran, they would have had ample time to release it. It's like a, big EP where it has, like half of it, which I don't mind. Now let's see her collection. Oh my! I didn't know I just wasn't made for these times was rare. Violet's rare. Oh goodness, it's rare. It's like, ew, goodness. These are actually quite rare. Like, I don't know what the rarest one I have. I don't know. My original copy of Brian Wilson from 1988 does credit him because, it's 1988, so you're going to still have him under credit, which actually is pretty interesting. The Beatles Rarities album in the US is different from the one I have. It's from 78, which also 79 technically, which is from the Netherlands, which I found out at Random Half Price Books. So, where you don't know what you will find at a Half Price Books. So, like, I don't know how many of all my Elvis ones is probably, I don't know, I could probably find it. I'll have to do my own in-depth research. I think I've done that before and it took a lot of time. But the value, it always depends. Oh no. This is gonna be, you know what? How many different versions of Abbey Road exist? Let's try to find that. How many versions exist of Abbey Road? Okay, over 900. Let's see. Is there any that are abnormal? Probably not, but there could still be. I always see Bolivia. But, see here. Slovakia always gotta make an entrance. It's a POV. Brown? No. Mine is a 2016 one, 2011. Don't know. That's stereo. Yankee got a mono version. I can't really tell the difference between mono and stereo myself, but I do have a mono version today, which is not too bad. Probably should keep it wrapped. Uh, some do wish I kept in the package, which I still. I have this Missouri Bicentennial thing, Missouri Centennial thing. Probably not. Is it Bicentennial? I don't know. It's a Missouri 76. I'm trying to look it up. Missouri 76. Heritage 76. Missouri to the Bicentennial for the United States. I have this still wrapped. Have not opened it because hey, it's my state. It's my state. My state of Missouri. It's got its own. A few of them I own randomly owned, like one from Springfield, which early 70s. I do have this rare EP from UK, 12-inch. Let me show you. It is the Get You Back EP. I think I've shown it before. I can't spell. Um. If I can get you back. This one. Excuse me. Try. Should UK. Oh, here it is. I'll show an image. It did not come with the picture sleeve though. Bro, technically also the 4 freshmen. If you have a 4 freshman, they're from Indianapolis. But randomly, my Beach Boys Rarities, which is a rare album given how the Rarities album is now rare. That's like pretty interesting. If you haven't heard Beach Boys Rarities, it's an interesting one. A lot of the stuff on it got later released onto other stuff, but there's some like 1 or 2 that are only on the album that have probably never been released. I don't know, bro. Wait a dang minute. I might have to do that for a video at some point. Have to write down the cost of everything I own, which would be pretty expensive because my 45s I have. Some 45s are actually very expensive. That's crazy. When you have a 45 that's overly expensive. Like this one was pretty expensive, but that kind of expected that for a. Oh, but where's a. But the U.S. one I have is from printed by RCA. Randomly RCA, like, well, I guess we're gonna do it for Capital now. Random Capital moment. Why did I just get the ding ding ding? I know. Oh. I'll freaking find the albums. Are we pumped for the next album? I mean, are we excited for the We Got the Groove box set coming out soon? We Got the Groove, also known as like the 15 Big Ones Love You box set. Well, I don't know if I need it, but we excited. They reissued Summer in Paradise. Let's go! They reissued Summer in Paradise. That's our favorite album. Oh, it's gonna be our favorite album, Summer in Paradise. They better reissue that Capitol. They better reissue. I will give it to everybody as a gift. If Capitol reissues it on CD, I will give everybody adult. I will give everybody Summer in Paradise, the underrated album, Summer in Paradise. Underrated album, Summer in Paradise. It technically is underrated. Because who bought it? Who bought it? Technically, I did. I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. So one time, I accidentally spent $10 on a CD, not a CD, a cassette, and the tape was gone. No tape for Summer in Paradise. So I sold that one and got a new one for half the price. So I still do have Summer in Paradise. I have Summer of Love. And Summer of Love, I don't know how rare it is. Summer of Love is probably pretty rare. Because it's, when I go to Yankee Mania prison, if I said that Summer of Love is peak, I might. Who knows? Can't arrest me based off opinion. That's kind of not fair. We gotta say. So, fine, Summer. Summer in Paradise on freaking. Gotta fight it. It's America. Yes. No. No. I'll be. Dude, they're gonna send me to Leavenworth. We gotta get still repressing. Um, we should get spring repressings because American Spring. Might tell you this. Well, I'm checking on Discogs for Hot Fun in the summertime. I got for $2 on eBay because it's 75% off. The current one is going for $16. So I got it when it was hot. Hot fun in the summer. I kind of preferred between one to the original. And then we got the genius one though, Summer of Love. Oh, Summer of Love. Hey now, hey, the love thing. People around the world and every nation like to get together. Vacation. Did you? They should actually. Did you hear it from? I think it was on a Giggins video or something like that. It actually came out with a technical reissue of Summer in Paradise. Technical. Because it was technically an unofficial release of the Peak album, Summer in Paradise. I'm going to be thrown in prison for calling it Peak. Y'all want the South Korean vinyl of it. No. No. I don't want to spend $3,700. Would anyone please give me $3,700? Bro, we should release it, but they still have to include the cocaine sessions in there as official work, not as a bootleg. I will petition the government to release the cocaine sessions as a full-on release. You heard me right, Brother Records, and you and me, whoever owns the Beach Boys stuff, so Brother Records and Azeroth Irving, please release the cocaine sessions if you can. If you want to. Um, um, we all want the $3,700 at least once, so we can buy one of the Peak albums ever made on vinyl from South Korea. But then tariffs are gonna come in. but it's fine. It's fine. $30 for a CD. What you should do, go to your local store, record store, if there's any in the area, half-price books. Try to find a Summer in Paradise. See if you'd want to spend your money on it. Don't need to make the mistake I did. Always check if there's tape in your cassette tape. Always make sure there's tape. Or else it won't play anything. Kind of sad. Kind of bums you out, too. One last thing for today. We're going to go to Mike. Which... Wait a minute. Peak? Help me share the image. Why not? Any reason why? It's just... Look. This is very kawaii. Very, very kawaii. And it's full on in Japanese. I think I could try to learn it. Look at this. You know, they should reissue some stuff. I'm telling you, they should reissue some stuff. In terms of, no. Play some more, we gotta find Ringo. International Ringo. Feel like Ringo the Fourth. Greece. Whoa, wait a minute. Venezuela? It's the fact that someone's in Venezuela. Yep. Let's go to the fourth. Yeah. Well, it takes a while sometimes for shorts to actually. When I do it, it's like at 6 a.m. So it kind of starts slowing and it peaks up, which is kind of, that's how you get lots of, what you're going to do is you're going to buy a vase, make what you want to make, and you know what, put a few tags or not. Honestly, I think a few of my have done pretty well. My mouse just fell. There you go, here's the mouse back. Let's see what's been in a few of my latest content. Highbrow content. George Harrison. The what? Okay. I need to check my YouTube statistics. Analytics. I don't freaking know anymore. Hey, not too bad. It's a half and a half. That's not too bad. I think I'm gonna end it for today. I don't know what show I'm gonna make tomorrow. Could probably make a. You know what? Let's see here. I might make a. I don't know what show I'm gonna make tomorrow. I can honestly make one about anything. Could try a Beatles one. Yeah, wait a minute. I could do a Beatles one. But which one? Elvis. There we go. I don't know. You'll see that around 6, maybe 7 a.m. CST, Central Standard Time, or CT Central Time. I don't know anymore. Time is very confusing. 1968. Bah, bah, bah. Thank y'all for watching, I guess. Sorry I was a bit late. I went shopping and did some good stuff. Love you very much. Congrats on 500. You deserve it. You deserve more. Peace and love. Peace and love. Ringo Starr. Peace and love. Peace and love.